is there something that you notice in some of the players that are successful nowadays in the league? Because when you're evaluating, everybody has talent. Everybody you're looking at has roughly the same talent. I'm just curious if there's anything intangible that you notice in some of the players that you've seen have success, maybe more than others.
If it's an intangible, it's probably the hunger from a mentality standpoint is probably one of the intangibles. The other intangible is probably the mental approach towards the process of the up and downs, the adversity, the success. And so that hunger and that mentality coming together to be able to withstand those up and downs, those are probably the intangibles. But like I tell people all the time, and I use percentages, right? Like 3 to 5% of the NBA players would probably have success no matter what team they were on, right? That's your super elite talent. That's your all-stars. Those are your franchise guys. Those are just your game changer guys, right? The other 97 to 95% of the NBA players, their success is going to be based on these things: the right fit or system of a team, the right coach who really likes that player's talent, skills, can and is willing to develop and put them in a role for success. And the last piece is just the synergy of the organization upstairs and downstairs from a business standpoint. And then the last thing is players are one injury away or one older veteran away from getting their opportunity on the court and going from not playing to getting paid $100 million. You know, I mean, I could use many examples. You know, David Lee gets hurt at Golden State Warriors. It opens up an opportunity for Draymond Green. Would Draymond Green be Draymond Green if David Lee didn't get hurt? I don't know that. But it opened up a door for an opportunity. So he had the fit of the system. He had an injury of another player open up an opportunity. He had the mentality, the intangible of the mentality and the hunger. And he had a coach that was willing to help develop, play, and build confidence and trust in him. And so I'm just using him as an example, but those are the things that come down to whether a player has success or not after you draft him.
Right. I saw this in football too. The situation sometimes can dictate the success or maybe the amount of success that certain players have. And sometimes it can be just as simple as getting an opportunity at the right time in their development, or the type of coach that's in charge. So I'm not shocked that the NBA and basketball in general has very similar intangibles.
Yeah, because I was talking to somebody the other day, and this is just from my own experience watching and playing. Coach Lenny Wilkins, Coach Paul Salas, I watched those guys have players that weren't high draft picks, players that weren't drafted at all, but ended up having success playing for those coaches and going to other teams and playing more or end up getting big contracts because those coaches had a way of putting those players from their skill and their role into the best opportunity to be successful for the team and for the player. I witnessed that and I'm naming those two guys because those two coaches, veteran coaches, Hall of Fame guys, stand out to me for being able to do that.